And every once in a while, it's important to take some time out of our busy lives and think about how we're showing up to the people we're trying to influence. And for the next 40 minutes or so, I'll share with you my journey in command of a destroyer where we weren't quite the worst ship in the Pacific Fleet. We were probably third or fourth from the bottom. The quarter before I took command, our retention rate was 8%, meaning we were retaining 8% of the sailors eligible to re-enlist. We had one of the highest accident rates of any ship in the Navy and some of the poorest performance metrics. And I take command feeling sorry for myself, thinking this is it, it's the end of my career, that I'm not smart enough to turn this ship around. I graduated in the top 80% of my class at the Naval Academy. And I was focused on all the things I couldn't influence. I couldn't choose our missions. I couldn't choose the people I worked with. And I couldn't go back and ask for more money to get the job done. And one day I decided, you know what? I'm going to stop being a victim. And I'm going to start focusing on the things I can influence. And I realized how I was showing up was the most important thing that I could improve on. And I was going to try to focus on our culture. What I wanted to do was to create a culture where I would be proud for my own son or daughter to come be a part. Because after all, we're asking parents from across this country to send us their sons and daughters. And if I wouldn't want my own working for me, then shame on me. So I did something that had never been done before in the history of the Navy. I interviewed every sailor on the ship individually, all 310 of them. I got to know their names, their spouses' names, their children's names, their hometowns. And in these interviews, I challenged them to do something that we had never done before. That I don't care what your age is, I don't care what your rank is, I don't care how long you've been here. You can come to work every day and look at every aspect of how we do business. And if you have an idea how to improve something, just 1%, I want to hear from you. You know what? We can't change the rest of the Navy. It's 320,000 people. Let's focus on our own little piece of it and make it the best and the safest that we possibly can and improve 1% a day. And if we're 1% better tomorrow than we are today, nobody's going to be able to stop us. And what happened? The crew stepped up to the plate. They started taking ownership. They started feeling engaged like they were part of the team. And in 15 months, we went from being one of the worst ships in the Pacific Fleet to being awarded the Spokane Trophy. It was an award started in 1908 by President Theodore Roosevelt and given annually to the best ship in the Pacific Fleet. In years 3 and 4 after I left the ship, Benfold won the award for best ship in the entire US Navy